Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in. And once again, for another episode of Logik's View. Now, I wanted to do a quick story today. I'm going to do another live tonight and probably go over these subjects and topics again. But these stories are so important. I have to make sure that people are aware of them. So, just like the title say, today we're going to be talking about, it's going to be a quick episode, probably 15, 20 minutes, if that. We're going to be discussing Sheriff Darleaf, who is an amazing and mighty warrior and hero. Sister Stefanie Lambert, who is also an amazing heroine, whatever you call it. She is a warrior and a hero, and they both under persecution and facing pushback and attacks. Also, I want to give a shout out to Professor David Clements and Joe Altman, and also Brother Patrick Coleman. Man, you know, these people are fighting to continue to get the truth out. What's up, Sister Diane? I see you out there. Yeah, I got to get on here and put this one out because Sheriff Darleaf been going ham for years against the Michigan Deep State. And if you go on over to Gateway Pundit, which you can see on the screen, search Sheriff Darleaf. You're going to see a lot of results. A lot of results. As you can see, Sheriff Darleaf, March 10th of 2024, announced an investigation into the Michigan 2020 election, claiming possession of sensitive documents, claiming he had possession of sensitive documents tied to Dominion employees and high-profile figures, including Jocelyn Benson and Dana Nessel. He accuses Muskegon County prosecutor of attempting to usurp his ongoing investigation. That's one article on Amazing Hero and Sheriff Berry County Sheriff Darleaf. If you look another article, here go one from June 4th of 2022. Hero Sheriff Darleaf sues lawless Michigan Attorney General. Dishonest Michigan Secretary of State Benson for interfering and obstructing and covering up crimes in the election fraud investigations, including machine voting, ballot harvesting, and trafficking. So he done sued Jocelyn Benson and Dana Nessel 2 years ago. Here's another article. We're going to get to that one, but from July 28th, 2021, Michigan hero sheriff is digging into Dominion machines. Berry County clerk claims there were no issues, but lawyers up. So this show you that Berry County hero and sheriff Darleaf is a hound dog for the truth and a relentless warrior who will not give up in the face of injustice. Now, this latest article from a couple days ago, March 19th, Berry County Sheriff sends evidence to Representative Jim Jordan alleging foreign interference in voting machines across the state during the 2020 election, demands an immediate investigation. And he got the receipts. And Sheriff Darleaf is not saying that it's only happening in Michigan. He is saying that this stuff is going on nationwide. He has the evidence, the receipts, and we're going to get into the receipts. We are definitely going to get into the receipts. So let's go on over here to this other article real quick because, man, Sheriff Darleaf, I've been supporting him for a few years, ever since I came across him. And we had pictures together. I supported a couple different events, been at them, live streaming and reporting them. And Sheriff Darleaf is a warrior. And this letter right here is finna prove it. Look at this here. Berry County Sheriff's Office, March 17th. Fresh off the press. To the Honorable Jim Jordan. I'm going to read this whole letter because it is important and people need to know how ferociously Sheriff Darleaf is fighting. Now, bear with me because this is a good little letter. Dear Congressman Jordan, my office is investigating criminal acts related to elections in Berry County, the state of Michigan, and the United States. I am in possession of evidence involving voting machines. Additionally, I have received recently a subpoena from prosecutor DJ Hilson of Muskegon County for my file. DJ Hilson worked with the Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel to bury the Muskegon fraud investigation that was initially reported by the Muskegon local clerk. Not one person was charged related to the Muskegon fraud, despite confessions and physical evidence. Considering this, I am going to provide portions of my file straight to Congress for immediate review and investigation. My office has come into possession of evidence that foreign nationals have accessed electronic voting machines in Michigan and other states. This evidence demonstrates that electronic voting machines and electronic election systems used for Michigan elections and throughout the United States are not secure, and an immediate investigation is needed by Congress. I have evidence in my file of Serbian foreign nationals entering our election system while the votes were being counted and prior certification. The election vendor, Dominion, hired these Serbian employees and disclosed in emails that they are not able to provide backgrounds on these individuals due to law in Serbia. It has only been a mere 25 years since conflict involving Serbia. Therefore, the United States has allowed a scenario where potentially Serbian military criminals are running our elections and remotely entering our election equipment. I am investigating the role that some individuals inside the United States have played in conspiring with these foreign nationals and who have even directed and instructed them to access, and interfere with electronic voting machines and electronic voting systems during past elections, including the November 2020 election. Multiple false assurances from state and federal agencies and private companies that our elections were secure and not compromised through remote network or access or otherwise. Through remote network access or otherwise. Moreover, I have evidence that U.S. Dominion and its affiliates, Dominion, instructed its employees to alter or otherwise falsify the integrity of the software and hardware in its voting machines and systems to attain certification by the EAC or Election Assistance Commission, even when they knew that the systems could not be properly verified and certified. Additionally, I have evidence that the voting machines and systems are vulnerable to alteration and manipulation. An example, interference by the use of thumb drives and external devices that can be surreptitiously connected to voting machines before, during, and after elections. As a result of this information, my office is also investigating conspiracy crimes, wire service frauds, honest services fraud, and perjury charges, among other criminal acts. The perjury charges stems from assurances by Dominion's CEO during sworn testimony before the Michigan legislature that its voting machines and voting systems could not be accessed or connected to by outside networks and sources, and that it was a US based company. As I now have evidence that our election equipment is not secure, and because election voting machines prevent transparency and vendors have more oversight and authority to have them examined than the officials that are charged with the constitutional duty to ensure our elections are secure, transparent, and fulfill our promise to each and every American that their votes will count and will properly be tabulated and not diluted, deleted, and otherwise altered. I am presenting you with this letter and an initial tranche of this evidence so that you will review it. He's talking to Jim Jordan. and be compelled to investigate this matter and call those responsible for this breach of our Constitution to give testimony concerning these criminal acts and breach of our national security. These matters impact not only us here in the state of Michigan, but every citizen voter in the country who relies on the Constitution's promise that legal registered citizen voter should have one vote and that one vote should correctly reflect his or her will and choice. Woo! Now here's the grand finale. As a constitutional officer, my duties are defined by my oath of office, the Constitution, the statutes governing my office, and those powers at common law that were recognized as being attached to my position. In light of this evidence, I am suggesting that every election official consider an emergency backup plan for upcoming elections to prepare to verify all ballots and voters and to hand count actual paper ballots at the end of elections to confirm the accuracy of the vote, the voters, and that our election machines are working properly. There is no harm in confirming results to ensure that the will of the people is reflected. Oop, let me go back to that. He said, "Thank you in advance for your prompt." What did it say? "Thank you in advance for your prompt attention to this matter. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions or would like additional information concerning my investigation. As it stands, I have no faith in the federal institutions that allow this garbage in the first place. Therefore, I am attaching unredacted documents for your review. More importantly, for review by the American people. This should allow for Congress to issue subpoenas in an expedited fashion. I look forward to Congress working for the American people and quickly addressing these election security problems while I pursue the criminal investigation with sheriffs across the country." Berry County Sheriff Darleaf. That is a beautiful letter. You can find Sheriff Darleaf's letter and his Dominion file dump. I put the Dominion files up on my website, logiksview.com. If you go on there, it's a big file that says Dominion. You click on that, take you straight into the files. Sheriff Darleaf also created a Twitter account or X account just to dump these files. He did one dump, and he's supposed to be doing another dump. Let me bring them up real quick because it's amazing. I'm gonna just go to logiksview.com real quick because it's easy to get to them on my website. I'll bring that up so y'all can see that. But this is my new website, y'all. Check it out, logiksview.com. Scroll right down, Dominion files, top secret. Click there, bam. Look at that. Easy access. Click there, bam. Look at that. Right there. I already got them in my drive. But you can go in there and read them all. I've been browsing over them, reading through them. And Marty, go back out there, please. Marty, take it out there. Yeah, I've been going over those, and it's clear collusion, it's clear conspiracy. They conspiring to steal our elections. They call it election management system, and they literally be managing like the votes. They don't manage the system. They got it so they can manipulate and manage where the votes go, who wins races. It's an electronic election control system is what it should be called. You know what I'm saying? But we need to be sharing this. We need to be sharing it like crazy. The mainstream media don't want nothing to do with it. We need to put pressure on Jim Jordan and other congressmen. I'm going to be calling my congressman today and letting them know we got this evidence. I can't wait. I'm gonna record the calls when I call them because I want y'all to hear the type of bullcrap lines they feed us. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Sheriff Darleaf is doing amazing things. We thank him. And also Stefanie Lambert, she right up there with him. She involved in multiple lawsuits, and it's because they over the target and they exposing Dominion and they exposing the truth. She just got arrested. I watched her interview today on the Joe Oatman show. She been detained at 5 different locations in 1 week, all over fingerprints. And then she was supposed to give her fingerprints in Detroit. She ended up going to DC without knowing she had missed the date for the Detroit appearance to do her fingerprints. It was a miscommunication, so they arrested her down there, let her go. She came back, turned herself in, they let her go. But she ended up having to give her fingerprints. She ended up having to get strip searched before she gave her fingerprints as part of the protocol or procedure. You know what I'm saying? They know she a lawyer. She ain't ever had to give her fingerprints before, but they wanted them, and it's part of their little humiliation process. They wanted to try to humiliate her, but it's not slowing her down. She aware, and she prepared to continue to fight. So the law and the police and the judges in Michigan are upset with Stefanie Lambert because she has evidence on Dominion and she turned it over to the police. You know what I'm saying? So now they mad at her. Oh, she doing the right thing. And then they mad at Sheriff Darleaf because he done bypassed the corrupt attorney general and secretary of state and the corrupt DOJ and went straight to Congress because he's seen how they swept the last Muskegon investigation under the rug, which was huge. Michigan is so critical in these elections because our state is polluted with corrupt legislators. They've been having a free-for-all for decades, been able to do what they've been wanting to do. But now the truth is coming out and so many people being exposed and the walls are closing in on the deep state cabal. It's not as easy as for them to steal elections and brainwash the masses like they used to. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Mags? You dang right. This is Orwellian, straight out of 1984. And we citizen journalists, we out here keeping the truth alive and spreading it because the mainstream media trying to snuff it out. You know what I'm saying? So shout outs to Stefanie Lambert. I'm gonna be trying to figure out where her next court case is and how to get in contact with her so I can get her on the show. She did a great interview today on the Joe Oatman show, and probably the first interview since she got out of handcuffs or out of the courtroom. Very informative. So I shared that on my Facebook. And also, before we get out of here, I want to discuss this West Michigan Satanic Temple one more again, because I'm gonna continue reporting on that, because it's a lot of confusion and there's people pushing lies and different narratives. One of the narratives being pushed is that the commissioners of Ottawa invited this invocation or asked for it or encouraged it. They didn't. They didn't. As per our Constitution and as per the bylaws, if a religious unit or a religious affiliation requests to do the invocation at these board meetings, everyone has the right to do it under our Constitution and under our laws. And even if we don't agree with them. So these Satanists, they signed up because they know the law. And this stuff comes in a first come, first serve basis. and their time has come for them to be scheduled on April 23rd. And they trying to make it seem like Satanism is all cool and misunderstood. And oh, if y'all could just hear us out, you would see we got a lot in common. No, nothing. Y'all trying to make something glitter that is not gold. And true warriors for God and country is well aware of it. Satan always he always desired to be worshipped and appreciated and accepted. You know what I'm saying? But this ain't that type of party. You ain't dealing with no brainwashed, mind controlled retards. You dealing with mighty warriors, and we gonna be out there casting down wickedness, exposing corruption in real time, doing what the scripture and the power of God gives us power to do. We're gonna be destroying you little demons, and I can't wait to see y'all out there, because I'm gonna be praying for y'all and giving y'all truth and love, because I'm gonna be fully equipped with my armor of Ephesians on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, don't think that's just gonna go the way y'all want it to go. But we're gonna continue going over this. I'm gonna share this article. When I posted about it, Sister Sheila Genter shared it to me. I shared it, and my little Facebook page went crazy because people are outraged that this stuff is taking place. But it's taking place because we have to continue to it's taking place because our Constitution allowed this type of stuff, but it's rising because the church has been silent. It's also rising and gaining prominence and growing because people scared to speak out on the truth. You know what I'm saying? Satan is going to do what they do, but their numbers would be lower if Christians were speaking out and speaking the truth. The mainstream media is controlled by Satan. So Satan is going to deceive and pull people under his spells of deception through the Hollywood, through the music, through the commercials, through the radio, through everything. So Christians got to be bold, man. We got to be out here. We got to be raising our children right, teaching them the truth, planting the seeds of wisdom and Christ in their hearts. In their hearts, man. We can't let our children grow up unequipped with the word, unequipped with the truth. You know what I'm saying? So Terry say, I know what you're saying. We love you. I love y'all too. Mag say, hey, Logic, I remember you from Marcus or Neil's channel. Yeah. I was just talking to CanCon today. I'm gonna be reaching out to Lumberjack, Logic, and all my other podcast connections, because man, we got to get this truth out. We got to get this truth out. There's a lot going on in Michigan. We need patriots involved, and we need to break out of our little echo chambers. We need to start talking with friends and family who independent, who liberal, who Democrat, who whatever their political affiliation. Talk with them without even saying you're a Republican. Try to talk with them about things you have in common. You know what I'm saying? So I want to keep going and going on this, but what'd you say, Marty? Bye-bye. Okay, we're gonna go bye-bye. Come say hi. Hi. It's Marty. Say hi, Marty. Hi. When I started the channel, Marty was only 1 month old. Now he 3 months old, or 3 years and 3 months. Oh, no, boy. Daddy coming. He gonna be a podcaster too. Best believe them seeds of truth getting sold all in that boy heart. Yeah. Anyway. Shouts out to Patrick Colbeck. Shouts out to David Clements. Shouts out to each and every true warrior in Michigan fighting to expose the truth, and each and every true warrior across the country and across the world. I know it's a lot going on all over. Right here on Logik's View, we try to focus on Michigan and give y'all what y'all need to know about our state, because we can get lost in the world with all this other news going on. But anyway, man, please share this. You know what I'm saying? Please like, subscribe, and check out the website. Subscribe to the newsletter on the website. And God bless y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logik's View. And if y'all enjoyed this episode, please like, share, drop comments, or even prayer requests down below. And subscribe so you can stay notified each and every time our weekly content is uploaded. Thank you for tuning in to Logik's View. God bless. Peace.